Hey everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today we're at my table and I've got the Legacy of You. This is a campaign game from Shem Phillips, published by Renegade Game Studios. And if you look at the side, it says one player. This is a solo game only, so perfect game to show on my channel. A little late to the game, it's been out for a while, but I didn't want to miss it. Love all of Shem's games. I own pretty much every single one of them, so I can't miss this one, let it go by. Now this is a campaign game. It does say legacy, but it's not truly a legacy game. It kind of walks that fine line of what a legacy game is. But if you read in the rules on the between games section, it says the current game's final state has no effect on the next game. And that kind of is the definition of a legacy game, that whatever you do carries forth. Now, there are things that are unlockable, so things you do can change the game for the next. So it's kind of, we don't rip up any cards. It is fully resettable for a second campaign or playthrough, because we'll only see about 40 to 60% of the content is what the rules say. So let's give it a go and see how we do. Move the box over there out of the way. Sure. Okay, I just want to show this. Now this is how you do a board game insert. Not only do they have really nice insert that you can use while you're playing to get the components out, it is listed all the cards, where they go. It's upside down for you guys, but it's just got it in under this thing. It says, there's a picture that says all the meeples go here. Oh, very nice. It is maybe takes up a little bit more room than necessary. The insert is pretty bulky, so you could probably take out the insert or even take out all the components and fit it in a very small container, other than the game board is a little bit bigger. So I guess yeah, that's going to be the defining definitions of width and height that you can store it in. Okay, let's do the setup. Actually, overall first, we're going to have townsfolk that are going to be working with us to build a canal, so that when the floods come, it diverts the water into our canals and doesn't flood and kill all the people. That's what we're doing. In the meantime, barbarians are going to be attacking us, and we have to either defeat them or bribe them. And the goal of the game is to build the entire canal before it floods and never let the barbarians overrun you and never run out of people that work for you. So let's set it up. The first thing we're going to do is set up the campaign state. You've got, these are your loss condition cards. Whenever you lose a game, you're going to draw one of these black ones. There is the yellow that if you lose your seventh game, it's over and whatever happens. But all of these have some kind of like story element that you read. So randomly, if we lose a game, we'll read something, and that will make the game easier, our next game. And then we've got the same thing on our victory cards. Again, a yellow one, if we win our seventh game, we get to read something, but 6 other blue cards that if we win will make the game more challenging. So the yellow ones don't matter, but we should shuffle up the blue and the black just a little bit. I mean, it's my first game. It doesn't really matter how much I shuffle. And I'm just going to set those off the side because we won't need to see those till the end of this game. Let's see. So we're going to set up the board, and we're going to take all these townsfolk cards and give them a good shuffle. Did I shuffle these? I don't remember, so maybe we should just shuffle one more time just so they have a good mix up. And we're going to start with 10 of them that work for us to help us build this canal. So they'll go into our draw pile here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The rest are going to form a draw pile up there. So this is our personal supply, and this is like the general townsfolk supply. All right. Then we need to shuffle the barbarians. I've kind of done that already, so I'll just give them a little shuffle. And we're going to place one barbarian right here. This is the first dude that we got to either fight or bribe. And then we're going to place townsfolk in all of these other spaces. So at the beginning of the game, we have a lot of townspeople, very few barbarians, but there's kind of a push me, pull me aspect, whereas you get more barbarians, you'll have less townsfolk to come and recruit. Okay. Then we're going to take these canal cards, and there are different groupings. So these first 4 are in the 1 to 2 group. So we're going to take and shuffle those up and pick 2 of them and put them face up here. And you can see this very first one has this gold shield on it, and that's going to be a story element. So we'll have to read something after that. And the rest, these other two won't be used this game, so we can put them away. We've only got 2 for the 3-4 section, so it's really just where we put them, randomize and flip them over. And of course, I just moved the whole game board. Tried to get it all square, and that's not going to maintain itself, obviously. Neither of those have a story. They're actually identical, so it doesn't matter if you even shuffle those. And then the 5-6s, there's 4 of those. We'll take 2 of that. There's the first one. Hey, another story. And then let's do this one. Another story. Okay, so if we get to the end of the game, which hopefully we can do, we'll have some more stories to read. Okay, so that's the canal. And then the next thing is we're going to take the hut cards. There are 6 of these, but we only need 4 in the game, so we'll shuffle that up. I'll just put those down. Okay. Cool. Off the board with the other 2. We're going to take these farms, what are the other ones called? Outposts and huts, which are the orange, purple, and green buildings. And the orange ones, the farms, cover up these sections. And this is very, I don't know, it just reminds me, Hadrian's Wall, that like when you, this is your income. Maybe, I don't know why that reminds me, but maybe it's just the meeples. But that's familiar in almost all of Shem's games, so I don't know why. But it's kind of a take one thing to play another thing, to use that to play another thing, and just keep going. So that will be our outposts, and then our huts will go here. And these are unbuilt, basically our supply. And as we build them, we're going to build them along the canal. Then we get rewarded instantly, and then also as like an income step for these. So we want to get some of these built. Okay, then we've got our supply of workers. There's a bunch of different types of workers, all different colors. We've got provisions. Gotta have provisions in a game, Shem Phillips game. And then this one used cowrie shells instead of money as far as our income. And then we have bricks and wood as well. So lots of different resources to use. Then we're going to take the boat, and it's going to go on the first unbuilt canal, and then the actual flood, this is actually a wooden meeple, which is cool, going to come over here. All right, so as we build the canals, our boat's going to travel down here, and the flood's kind of going to chase it. If a flood ever gets to your boat or it goes beyond the edge, you lose. So a lot of ways to lose this game, not a lot of ways to win it. All right, we're ready to go. We can just start. So we're going to take this book here and put it off the side so we can read kind of the turn order and all the iconography if we need it. It also has a place to put the boat. So when you build part of the dam, you can put the boat here. And that just reminds you can't build 2 sections of the canal at once. And that's actually a good help because this game is not about rushing. If you rush too fast, you don't have enough of an engine to defeat the onslaught of barbarians that come as you build more and more of the canal. So let's do this. The first thing we're going to do is harvest. We look for this little sun signal symbol anywhere and do what it says. So this one, we don't have anything unlocked for our farms, but however here we do need to draw 4 cards. And for now, I think I'm just going to turn them face up. What can I do them here maybe? Okay, that'll remember those are our hand. Of course, I've bumped the board again. It's not straight at all. All right, it's close enough. So there's our hand, our 4 cards. And we also get a white worker, which is a laborer. We get a cowrie shell and a provision. And that's pretty much all we start with. Not a lot to get going. And on our turn, we can do a number of things. And this is our actions phase. And we can do this as many times as we can afford or until we choose to stop. Now, all of the things in our hand must be played for one of 2 ways, well, a couple different ways. You can just discard them into our own discard pile for the resource in the top left on the wood. We can get rid of them I can't remember the proper term for that, but it's in most of other Shem's games where we like send them off, right? And then you get the top left, plus you get what's in the red. But that you losing the card, and you have to get it back somehow. Whereas if we just take the top, we get to redraw that later on. So right now we've got a black meeple, which is a rider. This has got a shell and a provision, another shell and a provision, and then another laborer as far as what we can do. The other thing we can do with these is we do have one slot available right here to tuck a card, and that will give us a harvest bonus. So this one gives us provision and shell, this one extra draw a card in a shell, wooden shell, wooden shell. So we should probably tuck one of those. As we build more huts, we get more tuck spots. And then the other thing we can do them is use for their food, but that is an element that comes as part of the legacy of the campaign that we will read about later. Not a rule in this game, at least for now. Then we've got the row of people up here at the top, and we can do the same thing with them. We can just dismiss them, and we'll get what's in the top left. We don't get the stuff in the red. So if we want to just save this girl and say we would like some wood, we just get rid of her, right? But you do have to pay the provisions, and they increase as they go up. So the first one's free, then it goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So to get this blue meeple is going to cost us 3 provisions. Probably don't want to do that. We can also just recruit them by paying their provisions and put them in our discard pile. So add more population to our workers. And that's definitely a big point of the game, is building up this deck, because every time we go through this deck, it only has 10 cards, remember, so we have 2.5 turns basically at the beginning. Every time we have to shuffle this deck because it runs out, that's when the flood moves. So if we haven't built this card by the time we get through these 10 cards here, we're in trouble. So let's figure out what we're doing. Cost to build a farm is a labor, a brick, and a wood. One of these purple, oh no, I don't remember what the purple ones are called. Huts, farms, outposts is a worker, a brick, and 3 wood. And then these are a worker, 3 brick, and a wood. None of which we can afford. We do have some trades we can do, 3 shells for a brick or 3 shells for a wood. If we build something, we only have 1 spot to build something right now. It'll give us a provision. And then we can build the canal for 2 laborers and 2 shells. So I think we have enough to get this canal built, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I think I want to get a building built out and get some people recruited. So I think unless we need the wood, which we might because there's no way to get wood right now. So I think I would like to just recruit her, but I don't see an easy way to get wood right now. So I think we're going to discard her, and she's free, to get a wood. Because no matter what building we build, we'll need a wood. And because we only have 1, we're kind of limited to a hut or a farm. Rewards for a farm, we can get an extra labor every turn, extra provision every turn, or any color worker there that's not a laborer. And then at the end of this round, when we decide to stop doing actions, that's when the barbarians attack. And this guy's either going to make us lose a townsfolk, basically kill it, I don't know, chase it away, or he's going to take a provision from us. So that's the bribe. We can bribe him with provision. Don't attack us, Mr. Barbarian, he's a provision. And these will be different on every barbarian card. But if we want to fight him, we're going to have to send 2 riders and 1 spearman out to fight him. And those get spent. So I don't think, and we also have to pay 3 provisions to go travel to the battlefield. So I think we can just maybe hold on to a provision to fight him. Hopefully, because we got a lot of other ways to get provisions here. What card do we want to tuck? Now, drawing cards is nice because that'll give you an extra card every round, but it does make us go through our deck faster. So that one I'm a little bit nervous to start on right away. And I think provisions are probably more important to have a lot of, so I think I'm going to tuck this lady. It's not sliding under the easiest, but there we go. All right, so that is another income step we get. I don't think we get that right now. So we kind of sacrifice getting a provision and a shell if we would have just discarded her to get that provision and shell every turn from here on out. Hopefully that was the right call. Okay, if we're going to build I I don't know if we can get a hut. How are we going to get 3 bricks? I don't see any ways to get bricks right now, right? None of these guys have bricks on them, even on their discard ability. Really, none of these guys have bricks. So I don't think it's a hut. How are we going to get a farm then? Because we still need a brick for that farm. It would take 3 shells. We might not have started off with a way to make this go. Although there's a shell there. I mean, he's pretty obvious. Oh, we should probably recruit him, though. Oh, it's so hard. Like, things now versus things later, right? Because I would need 3 shells. I've got 1. There's second. And no other way to get a shell. Because this worker can go here, and I would get a provision. There's a provision sitting there. And I'm also going to get a provision for building. So I've got the wood and the worker. Huh. Okay, well, this guy, I think he's just going to be discarded for his laborer. And then this girl as well, we'll just get a provision and a shell for her. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to pay a provision to discard this guy, provision and a shell. Okay, and now we have everything we need to build the farm. So 3 shells turn into a brick. And you actually have to do the trades because there's not a huge amount of supply. And if there's not anything in the supply, you can't do the trade. So there is bricks here. And now we have to turn in 1 brick, 1 labor, and 1 wood to build a farm. Now, do we want a labor, do we want a provision, or do we want an any color worker? I'm thinking any color worker because that usually the barbarians take specific workers. So we'll put that up there, which will give us a provision. All right, and now this is what we're left with. We want to save this provision to bribe him. This worker, we have nearly nothing to do with it other than to come here and get another provision. And then we can just recruit, I guess, 2 people. So this girl costs 1. She's now working for us. And we have a 2, so we get either one of these. I think meeples are rare, so let's get this girl here. All right, and we're pretty much out of resources, so that is the end of the round. So now we're going to suffer attacks, so we just have to pay this dude 1 provision, and he's happy, satisfied. And now we refresh the card row. We know that we have to add 1 barbarian, so all these are going to shift first. This is a little bit, the first time you do it, it's like confusing, but then it's just automatic. We have to put in 1 new barbarian, so we'll shift that guy to make room. So you shift them, and then you shift them all to the right. And then you fill the remaining spots with new townspeople. All right. And that's there. Oh, we never discarded her. She's just going to be a black people. Forgot. There was a card over there because I'm keeping my hand over there. It's crazy. So we refresh the card row, and then we go to the next round, basically. That's all we have to do. First turn, done. So the first thing we're going to do is take any worker that we spent here back. So they're just a temporary labor that they did for that turn. Now they're back working for us. And then we'll get all our harvest bonuses. So we know we have this one, which is a shell and a provision. We know of all this stuff, which is 4 cards. Brick, blue meeple, white meeple, and red meeple. Hey, it's America. And then a laborer, a shell, and a provision. And then we can pick any color meeple that we want. Now we need 2 blacks and a blue, or 2 reds and a yellow to deal with that. If I get another black, we could take this guy out. Or we could just wait another round and not worry about it. Because I usually like to take them out when they get in the 2 provision range. That seems to be a benefit. But when we do take them out, we get the reward in the top right. So, not horrible. So, either way, I think we'll take a black meeple. which is the riders. Be nice if they were on a little horse or something. So we got this, we got our cards, we got all that, we got that. I think that's our harvest phase. So actions. We know that we don't have enough cards here to go another round. So we must build the canal this turn. We happen to have everything we need for that. Just want to see if there's anything else we should do first. I want to look up a rule really quick. Just when I recruit from the top, I want to make sure I'm doing that correctly. So yeah, when you recruit a new townsfolk, you do not get any further rewards. You just put them in your exhausted pile. And when you dismiss them, you just gain the items in the brown. Okay, I was correct. Okay, so we've got some black meeples. We've got nowhere to attack. Is it possible to? Well, we can't build another building because we don't have a spot to build it. Now, going into reading a story, right? We're going to read 42. We're also going to get a brick and wood, so it would allow us to build another farm. Or if we can get a few bricks, there's nobody really else to give us bricks. We have one there, and we have to trade shells in for another one, which I don't think we have either. To get one of these out. These are really nice to get out early because they give us another place to put a worker to get stuff. I'm worried reading, is it going to be good or bad, right? Should I spend everything so if it says lose all your provisions, it doesn't hurt us? Or should we just go with it? Because I might want to just do that right away so that I have tons of options to deal with whatever it says happens. But if it's like, oh, this person up in slot 2 dies, then yeah. I don't know. Let's go with it. So we're going to pay 2 laborers, 2 shells, and do this. So the boat comes off, and we get the rewards here, which are a brick, a wood, and read 42. 42, hey, that's a special number. I'll read it. You guys probably won't be able to see the text anyway. Don't read spoilers, but another canal completed. That was the first one. I don't know why I'm saying another. Another band of rebels seen scouting the camps along the river. The floodwaters flow away from essential lands and into streams and rivers, creating safe land to farm and settle. It is my hope that these men and women will see the restoration of this land and come to help complete this righteous work. In later seasons, we will need to create more canals to take the flood all the way to the sea where it can finally rest. But for today, we will celebrate the work of our hands. File the constructed canal card in the box under history. So this card here is out of the game. Never read it again. It's in history. Okay. Find card 46 in the story deck and place it face down on top of the barbarian drop pile. Oh gosh. Now I forgot. It's 46. So there's a whole stack of story cards. And they have numbers in the bottom right. So if you just scroll through, you can find the right number without really looking at them. And it did say face down, so I'll try not to look at it as I grabbed it. But yeah, it looks like we've got someone's mad that we built that canal is what I grabbed from that we added in a new barbarian. But we have unlocked a new build spot. It'll give us a shell. And a new trade, 2 shells for provision. So let's keep going. What do we want to do? How am I going to get the 3rd brick? There's just no shells to be found. I mean, there's a shell up there. So let's do... There's a shell there, but I don't see a way to get bricks. Let's discard this guy for a brick. We're gonna need it. This one for the blue, because then we can fight that guy if we choose to. Okay, so we have enough. We do. Oh no, we need 1 more provision to fight him. I don't know if we're going to get a third brick this round. We could save it for next round, but you'd like to not, right? How are we even going to get another provision for this dude? Dismissing her? That's another, like, free person that we didn't get. I don't know. Do we want to build another farm? I don't think we need another farm right now. Brick, brick, brick. Who's got a brick? Oh, we need a brick just to make this guy happy, too. Oh, wow. Okay. So we should store those over there on the side. Those are our bribes right now. Okay. So I don't think we have enough. I'd rather get people in my hand so that I have longer on my second round before the flood hits. So let's just go ahead and get workers. So white and red here. We're not going to do much with them, unfortunately. It kind of stunk that all the worker cards came out at the beginning. But we'll have a really nice turn next one, I guess. We can put one of them here to get a provision. And then this one's free to recruit. We've got 2 more provisions, so I guess just these 2 people. Our hand just gets pretty big. So our economy's not great, but we do have a lot bigger hand. Any other thing to do before the end? No, I think not. This black, black, blue will be good next round. It'll be much cheaper. So basically we're just saying, pay a provision now to fight you here instead. So I'm going to end up paying 3 provisions either way, but I didn't have the 3. So that's fine. I think we're good. So that's the end of the action. So return the barge. Oh, and it goes on the unbuilt card. And then suffer the attacks. So bribe you, no attacks. And refresh the card row. Okay, we need to slide these down, make room for 1 new barbarian, which is the one we got out of the story. Ooh. Barbarian number 46. She takes 3 of any color, not white. When we kill her, we're going to draw a card off the top of the deck into our hand, right? Yeah, so that she'll give us a free card. And if we don't take her out, she's either going to kill 2 people or require 2 provisions as a bribe. Wow. So she might be one of those where, even though she's at a 3 provision cost, we just take her out early, as quick as possible. We do need 2 more people here. If the barbarians ever fill all 7 rows, we lose. So we can't let that happen. And let's go into the next round. So harvest. We're going to take our provision and shell for this one. We're going to take our 4 cards. We only have 2. So there's 2 of our cards. And because we were shuffling, this will move forward. Oh, come on, cards. Brand new cards. They don't like to slide on each other. Oh, man. Okay. Good enough. 2 more. Oh, we got a provision girl here. That was our 4 cards. We need a laborer. We need another shell, another provision. Any color worker. We've got the black, black, blue. We've got a red and a yellow, so maybe we should get another red in case we want to fight that guy. And that is all of our harvest stuff. Okay, well, fun. Look at all this stuff we got now. Still have like really no ways to get bricks. Bricks are just crazy impossible to get right now. I mean, tucking her would be, or him, sorry, would be amazing. We got twin brothers. Look at these guys. They're twins. This dude does have a brick, 2 provisions to get a brick. Yuck. And then we got tons of laborers up there if we need them. I don't think we'll need them. Oh yeah, this dude comes back too. So, do we just take her out right now? We would need to find another provision, which we can get here. I just would really like to build something. We've got a spot open and we're just not taking advantage of the engine. But I need a brick for him. And if I take him out, I would get 3 shells, which is a brick, basically. But I'm going to need 3 provisions, and this brick here. That's a lot. Oh, and then 2 more for that guy. That's more than I have. Now this girl give me 3. Or, well, there's 2 right there. And we can always take 2 shells for a provision. What do we do? What do we do? I think we just need to take her out and see what happens. So I think I'm okay letting this dude live again. He's pretty easy to bribe. So let's spend a black worker. Oh, I have to spend 3 workers that are not yellow. The black, black, blue to fight her. And then I need 3 provisions. And that's everything to fight this lady. Okay, so she lets us draw a card off the top of the deck, so that's adding to our hand here. And we've got a red, what are those? Fighter cards here. Okay, and she's gone. There's no story element, so she's just in the discard pile. She could come back, but at least we don't have to bribe her anymore. So we paid 3 meeples and 2 provisions, 3 provisions to get a red meeple, basically, and a person in our deck. Man. And devoid having to bribe or kill people. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, we got plenty of cards, not worried about the flood. I do need a yellow meeple and 3 provisions to take out that guy. And then I wouldn't have to worry about the brick. It seems to be all meeples here. Let's go ahead and discard her for 1 provision. That we at least have both of our bribes met. This guy, we can get a provision and a shell. I don't really need workers right now, right? I mean, I could do the yellow. And where am I going to get another provision, right? Because I have to bribe that dude. Maybe we should have fought her with red, red, yellow. Save the blue, blue, or the black, black, blue. What would you guys do right now? We have 3 shells, so that is a resource. We have 1 brick, 1 wood, and the dude. So we're just missing 1 brick. And this dude's a brick for 2 provisions. Okay. We're going to do this dude. He's gone. Dismiss him for a white worker and a provision. This could be stupid. We're going to see. Because now, 2 provisions to dismiss this dude for a brick. 3 shells to get a brick. And now we have everything we need. A laborer, 3 bricks, and a wood. We're We're going for the immediate benefit. I mean, for the long-term benefit, we're not worrying about our immediate needs at our peril. So we've built this hut, which goes here for a shell. And now this turns over, and it's a story. Oh, 31. Let's read 31. Okay. The camp grows more and more each day. Workers pour in from the surrounding lands. Some sent by the Emperor. Others have nowhere else to go. It is heartbreaking, but I must continue in my work. We must make more room. File the hut card in the box under history. So that one's gone. Find cards 1 through 3 in the story deck and file them in the box under huts and canals for future games. Okay. So by doing that, we've created new hut spaces. So 1, 2, and 3. I guess every time you build a hut, they've got to give you a new hut or you might run out. So these are all the same to build, just have different stories on the back. Okay, so that was fun. We now have a new worker placement spot to get any color meeple, so we could change one color for another. And then we've got another tuck spot. The problem is I wanted to tuck this dude. Crap, I wanted to get the brick every turn. Okay, well, should we do the wood every turn? Sure. And then this will be a yellow meeple. Okay. So we are going to have someone die because we do not have a brick for that. We might as well get another meeple. Let's get a... I have no idea. Probably a black or a blue. Let's get a blue. Okay, and then we just need to do some recruiting. So we'll recruit this guy for free. And then we've got one provision, so we can... Yeah, it doesn't make sense. We'll just bribe him, and these guys will come down the line. Okay, end of the round. Barge doesn't move, except for the attacks, so that goes for there. This guy's going to take one of these off the board. The yellow meeple lady. Make room for a new barbarian. He takes 2 shells to bribe. New townsfolk. And we'll go right into harvest. All right, so now we're starting. The engine's building up here. Provision, shell, wood. Oops, lost it. Shell. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. Hey, there's our brick dude. A laborer, a shell, a provision, and a worker of our choice. We would probably we've got blue and black, but we need blues and reds over there, so maybe another red. Sure. Okay, there's a red. We've got all this crap now, plus all these. This game, it goes crazy. You start with nothing, and then on these later turns, you're like, man, I've got just way too much. How am I going to spend it all? Okay, so because we killed one of these barbarians up here, they didn't shuffle down. So this guy didn't get any cheaper. I guess he wouldn't have, but that's fine. We should probably take him out. I think we should. So we're going to need to go in and get a black and blue. And that gives us everything we need to fight him. Oh, we need 2 blacks. Okay, I'm switching that red that we got earlier for a black. I don't know why I thought we had 2 blacks. Okay, so that dude's giving us black, black, blue, and 2 provisions. To fight him. All right, and he gets discarded. We get a shell and a laborer for fighting him. Okay. We have how many cards? We have 5 cards, so we don't have to build the canal this time. We can wait till next time. But it is another source of a brick and a wood. As far as bribes, It's 2 shells, and we need to get rid of brick. This guy has a brick, so I think we get that. So we're covered on bribes. Don't really need her wood, so might as well just get the blue meeple from her. And now, yeah, look at this worker supply. It is crazy. What are we going to do with all these? Can I get enough provisions to fight this dude? It would save me a brick, which is pretty nice. Red, red, yellow. And we need 3 provisions. We get 1 for a worker, so we'll go and do that. And then 2 shells gets us a provision. Where are we going to get the next one now? None of these do to have a provision. We'd have to get another shell, and I don't see where we'd get that either. Huh, okay. I need to get this farm built. It gives us provision every time. I probably should have built that one first because we are way overloaded on workers, but provisions we're struggling on. Live and learn. Remember, if we fail this game, it makes it easier for the next game. And I don't think it's possible to win 7 in a row. Like, it would just, you need the benefits you get from losing. Should we just build the canal and see what happens? If we built the canal, we have an extra worker space, and we'd have everything we need to build that farm. And then we'd get provisions every time. I think I'm going to do it. It might not be a wise move, but let's do it. So 2 laborers, 2 shells to build this canal. Gives us a brick and a wood. Oh, sometimes I can't grab them out of there. I have big fingers. And we have to... apparently someone was working on the canal, had a workers' comp incident, and passed away. Their bones shall ever be part of the canal. Yeah, we don't run a tight shop here. Anyway, so this card's done. It doesn't have anything to read on the back, so it's just out of the game. And now we have a new trade. We can discard a card, right? Wait, your exhausted pile. Yeah, so I think it's discard a card, basically, to get 2 shells. Or is it take something out of your exhausted? I gotta look that one up. That's not the rule book. It just says your exhausted pile, but it has an arrow. My exhausted pile gives me 2 shells. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, because normally you can exhaust somebody to get their top left. Instead, it assumes they all have 2 shells in their top left that you can do instead. You don't get their top left benefit. But another thing we have unlocked is now there's an additional barbarian. So we're going to have 2 new barbarians every round by doing that. So, and then we've got a new builder spot, which we're going to build a farm on there. So that is, a farm is a labor, a brick, and a wood. To build this farm, which gives us any color we want. Looks like we should get a red based on our barbarians. And that didn't help us really get any more provisions, right? That's unfortunate. I guess you can see what it's going to uncover right here. It's the next one where... Oh no, that one's pay a provision to change a color. Well, every other round from now on we're getting more provisions. So we should probably just... We don't have enough to fight the barbarians. We've got all these workers. We might as well just use this one to get... Well, we don't have black, so I'll grab a black just for the future. And really nothing else other than bribe material. There's 1 provision, so we can take her for free. Do you want to bribe either of those guys? Yeah, I think we want Mr. Brick Dude into our party. And yeah, that's the end of the round. Okay, so these slide down. We're gonna add 2 new barbarians. This one wants a labor as a bribe and a provision as a bribe. Only 3 townsfolk now. So you can see as it goes on, it gets harder and harder to recruit people, which is why it's so important to recruit them early. Hopefully I have enough. Oh, I did need to pay suffer attacks here. Should do things in the right order. So a brick and 2 shells. Yeah, so those were my attacks. Refresh the card row, we've done it. I'm going to now harvest. So these 2 come back. We get provision shell, wood shell, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the water won't actually move till we have to draw from this pile. So I don't think it moves now. Labor, shell, provision, then provision, and any color meeple. Looks like yellow we're going to need a lot of. We don't really have a good way to get them. So that is our supplies for this round. All of that jazz. All right. Should we save some provisions for stuff for bribes here? So a provision, a laborer, maybe 2 shells. We do have enough to take one of these guys out. Can we get a 4th provision? Yeah, this one will give us 2. So let's do that. So now we have enough to fight these 2 dudes. So let's do that first. Red, red, yellow, 2 provisions. To fight this dude for 3 shells. That's cool. Thank you, dude. He was loaded. I do not advocate going through corpses for shells. Blue, blue, red, and 2 provisions. To get shell, shell, wood. We got tons of shells now, and we have our bribes. So at this point, it's just work on engine here. Now we won't be able to build something in until we get the next level on the canal. Now this level's okay to build a little bit early because it doesn't add a barbarian, right? The next one here will add the 3rd. So we don't want to build that one until we're ready, until like the flood's almost up there. But we could build this one if we wanted to right now. We're missing the white workers though. So what do we do? I have too much. Like, what do you use it all for, right? I mean, we want to hire all these people, I guess. So I'm not seeing a need for white and red workers at this point in time. So I think, well, the white worker's not bad. Let's get the labor. We need the labor. I'm not seeing a point of a red person. What's that? A fighter. Because none of these take fighters. And we can always draw one if we need one. So instead, I'll use this ability, which is put them in your exhaust pile to get shells. And we have 1 more shell left in the box, so we can't get really any more until we do some trading. I'm kind of set up with the 3 wood I need to get an outpost as soon as we build the canal. But I think let's put... We don't need these yellow back this time, so you go get a provision. And then you go change into a yellow. So now we have black, black, yellow for next round. Oh, this guy's got story. You don't get a reward, you just get to read something. Could be good, could be bad. What else? I guess I just start hiring people now. So you're free. You cost 1 provision. And you cost 1 provision. We get a provision by spending 2 shells. So that's the provision. Trade it right in. Recruit that guy. So yeah, we've got a nice hefty deck. The water's not going to move very often. Okay, bribes. Everything else really is icing, right? I don't have a way to get another white worker to build the canal, so I'm really just preparing for next round. Because we're going to run out of shells, I might as well just go ahead and change 3 shells in for a brick, just so we have that brick ready. Okay. I think that's it. I've got all this stuff left over. It's not like Hadrian's Wall where you're like forced to spend everything, right? You get to keep it all. So I guess you are a black worker. I mean, I could force the flood to go by dismissing her and drawing a card. I don't know what that would benefit me. Yeah, other than speeding up the game. So we won't worry about that. Let's end the round there. So suffer attacks. We will bribe with a labor and a provision. And refresh the card row. So we need 2 more barbarians. Okay. And then 3 townsfolk. Cool, lots of brick people. And then we'll go into harvest. So take these workers back and grab our provision, shell, wood, shell, 4 cards. So now the water will move as we shuffle up this deck. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, 4 cards. Mr. Brick, a laborer, a spear woman, and a rider. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 turns. Sometime in the next, actually this turn and 3 more we have to build. How did this all happen? We had an earthquake. So that was my 4 cards. I'm still in this phase. Laborer, shell, provision, any worker. We should probably get like a red, I think. Okay. We are looking good, I think. So if we have what we need to build this thing, we might as well, right? Because it doesn't hurt us any by building it. It doesn't make the game any harder. It unlocks a spot, gives us some reward. Well, we do kill 2 people. Not kill. 2 people lose their life in the building of this canal. But we get another brick, another wood, and a building spot. What would I build? Maybe one of these? Because I have brick. I could get one of those and then tuck somebody. Oh, and then I could tuck the brick dude. We're doing that. I don't even know what you guys need, but white. So 3 laborers and 2 shells. Build this canal. Get as a reward brick, wood, and 2 people go into discard. Okay, and this goes out of the game. All right, so our new thing is a labor plus a provision. You basically train them or something. I don't know. And we have another building spot. Nothing else happens, right? Nope, that's it. So, what next? We should probably fight these people. We could fight either one of them. So we want to draw a card or to read story. Let's see if we've got enough for bribes. We don't have this brick here if we spend 3 bricks, but we could get them with shells. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and build do we want to build an outpost? Outpost gives us shells, plus lets us treat white workers as if they were a color. It combines the colors. So the shell income is nice, but if we tuck, we're getting a brick and a shell. So as long as we manage our colors okay, I don't see the benefit in a lot of outposts. you just have to make sure you have the right worker combinations, which we can usually get, especially here, here, and here. So I'm not going to focus on outposts right now. Let's build this hut. Oh, we need a laborer. How do we get a laborer? Crap. Crap. How do we get a laborer? You're a laborer. Oh no, they're the guy that we want to tuck. Oh no. We want to tuck you. How do I get a laborer? This one has 4 shells for a laborer. We haven't unlocked that yet. This one is any color but a laborer. None of these guys have labor at the top. Oh, none of these 3. Oh, man. Oh, what's the draw card? We could do the guy that lets us draw a card. Let's fight, because we might get someone that could get us a labor. Let's do that, because we can't bribe her anyway. Yellow, yellow, black, 2 provisions. You are gone. So 1 shell, draw a card. Come on, be a laborer. Well, okay, it's not bad. We can do this. We can live with this. Because it gives us the brick we need to bribe her and the labor we need for that. Awesome. Goodbye. Dismissed. Your services are no longer needed. I have no idea, like, the story in this game. Like, did we just, like, take his stuff and... I don't know. Guys, I don't know. Am I killing people? Am I firing them? Am I just sending them home because they're old and they are retiring? I don't know. All I know is he no longer works for me and I get a brick. Maybe he is this laborer. Oh, that's it. He is this guy. He just turned into a meeple. That's what he did. He's like, I will no longer bring new work for you. I will become a worker. That's what we're going with. We didn't kill anybody. Okay, so we need to build. Dude, 3 bricks, wood. So that guy became a meeple and then is now living in this hut on the river. He retired! And he gave us a provision for some reason. Oh, draw a card. Okay. Cool, we got to draw a card. No story on that one. So now we can get a brick, a wood, or a shell. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, we should worry about bribes, because I don't think we're going to be able to fight any of these guys. So that provision, those 2 shells, and we need a brick. I thought we had a brick. Yep, this guy will give us the brick we need. Okay, and then this dude we are tucking for a brick and a shell every round. Okay, what do we want to do with these people? I need at least 3 workers to put up here. I could technically fight that guy. I don't have enough provisions, really. Yeah, because I don't want to spend all my shells. It's saving 2 shells, but it costs 3. Black, black, yellow. We could fight that guy and get a story. He looks mean, though. I'm not dead! Comes back to life and kills you. I have no idea. 2 provisions. We could get 2 provisions, but then we're costing ourselves recruitment. So let's not do that. We're bribing all these people. Okay. So white, black, blue on those. And then provision. You can become a yellow. Sure. Remember, we got to manage this because we're playing. We might build an outpost or later on, but right now we're trying to go no outposts until later. But we got the black, black, yellow right set up. We got a red, and we can get more. Okay, and then we've got another meeple here, and we want wood. We don't know wood. We don't need shells, so we'll get brick. Okay. All right. That's all I'm doing. Oh, we gotta recruit. We gotta recruit some people. So you're free. 2 provisions. Hire both of them. Okay. Got our bribes. We've done all our worker spots. We've built. Canals not moved. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, suffer tax. Bribe, bribe, bribe. Shift room to make 2 new barbarian slots. Okay, we're getting a little bit where we should start taking out at least 2 every round if we can. Maybe 3. Because now we are not able to hire many people. Oh, and this guy's like super cheap. 1 provision beats him because he's close. He's right on our tail, or on our thing. Let's go into harvest phase. So now we're getting lots of stuff. Provision shell. We're at a point where we might run out of resources, especially shells. But you can do the trades anytime, even when you're in the middle of harvest. So we just have to be careful. I don't need this. If we're going low outpost, why did I tuck wood? Ah, whatever. All right, wood shell, brick shell. Okay, and then this one, so 4 cards. We got provision, yellow worker, provision shell, and black worker. Labor. Come on, labor, get out of there. Shell, provision, for all that, then provision, and any color. We should probably get a red or yellow. We've got the yellow there. Let's see, that's going to be black, black, yellow. To take out that dude. That's going to be red, red, blue. And we don't have a way of getting red yet, so we should take a red. Because I don't... Oh, I could take a yellow and take this girl out instead, and she's a brick. Okay, we're going to do that instead. So, yellow, blue, we need a yellow. Okay. So that's my killing squad. They need some provisions, but we can make that happen. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the floods come a little bit earlier because we drew some cards, but we don't have to do it this round. We could do it next round. And I think we will do it next round because if we do it this round, we're drawing 3 barbarians. We need to try and kill at least 2 barbarians, if not 3 this round, which is going to be tough. We'll try it. So, what are we doing? Do we need laborers for anything? Because we're not building canal, we're not building that. There's no laborers as bribes. So laborers are free to go get us stuff. So 1 will give us a provision. 1 will give us any color. Need red, red, blue. So red, red, maybe blue there. So another red. Okay. We'll get a yellow worker here that we need. That goes here, yeah, because we're just getting left. Okay. We technically don't really need this black one. What else? Do I need all 3 provisions? That's the kind of the question here is, do we get rid of her? Do we need the provisions? So let's fight. Let's fight Storyman first so we can know what we need to do. So black, black, yellow, and 1 provision only. Takes him out. Well, all we get story. So story 22. Oh, here we go. The cheers of victory were still ringing in our ears when a hush fell over the battlefield. He is coming back to life. He's a zombie. No. The fight appeared to be over, but then something stirred in the dust and blood. A brute of a man who had fought to overcome our forces, blood streaming down his side, was staggering to his feet, his sword still in his hand. He turned back towards our man, lifted his head, and tightened the grip of his hilt, ready for more. Did I predict it? He was coming back? I'm not dead! File a defeated barbarian card under history. Okay, so he's out. Find card 36 and place it face up into the space where the defeated barbarian was sitting. Oh, that is bad. That is bad. 36. That could not have been worse. Okay, he's not horrible. He's all bloody. Look, he's like got a gash in his stomach and he's got blood coming down. But he just requires a black and yellow, and he's only going to rip up a card if we don't defeat him. But I think we should. It's gonna cost us here. Shoot, I shouldn't have spent that one. That was dumb. I should have waited because I got a red meeple that I don't need. Very, very dumb. Okay, well, let's defeat him and see what... He's got another story. What's going to happen there? I mean, I need to get the rewards for beating these guys. I might want to defeat her first because she gives me a labor that I can then change into the black. Oh, no, I've got the black. All right, we'll do this. Give me a black. Oh, it's the yellow I need for... That's the yellow I need. Okay, so we're going to defeat her first. Yellow, yellow, blue. 2 provisions. To get a shell and a labor. Okay, and she's just in the discard pile. All right. So that means to fight him, I need a provision and I need to change this into a yellow, which costs a provision, which costs 2 shells. Okay. 2 shells become provision. I'm just seeing if there's a better one to fight, because we could fight red, red, blue, dude. And that gives me shell, shell, brick. Saves 2 shells. Oh, he cannot bribe him. He's not bribable. He's like, I am fighting to the death. So we'll rip up cards. And I hate ripping up cards. Not ripping up cards. Dismissing them. Okay, so we are going to do it. White plus provision. Train you as a archer. Okay. Now, archer and rider and provision. Defeat this dude. And now he's got more story. 32. Didn't we just read 32? Oh, he just keeps coming back from the dead? No, we read 22. A shout of triumph. Cheers of victory. The enemy was falling back. Their champion finally falling to our own brave warriors. We thought we would never go down, but this time he wasn't getting back up. We made sure of it. You're dead. File a defeated barbarian card in the box under history. That's cool. We'll never have to defeat the that guy again. Gain. Hey, look at this. Gain a wood. Oh, brick is technically clay. A wood, a clay, and 2 shells. Okay. We are once again loaded with stuff, not so much workers. So we are playing the bribe game. Because right now, as far as bribes, we've got 2 shells for you, 1 wood for you. And we do not have a black worker, but we can get one if we dismiss her. Okay, I think that's happening. So dismissing you for black. And our bribes are set. We should probably get a provision, which is 2 shells. And then trade that in to recruit this dude. And then here we've just got discards. So provision. Whoa! Provision went flying. And provision shell. And we do have another worker to place here. We're really loaded on resources, but we might as well take advantage of it. What are we building? Lots more bricks. So I guess we'll get another brick. Another clay, excuse me, clay. Okay, that is the end of the round. So, bring back the barge. Suffer attacks. Did we move the water? Because I'm like way ahead of it now. Okay. Because we built early, right? Yeah. So we're way ahead of the water. We don't have to take the water on at any time. because the first time I shuffled and then second. I've only shuffled twice. Okay, I'm good. Don't want to mess up that. That would be bad. But it is make room for people. So we need 2 new barbarians. So slide on down. And we're at the point where we have to kill 1 barbarian. We must kill 1 barbarian. We should kill 2, and hopefully we can start getting 3. Because, I mean, we've got... Oh, our town is huge. The number of cards. This deck here is like nothing. Okay. Good there. Now, harvest phase. All you come back to me. Oh, I didn't pay my I like set them aside for the purpose, but at least we know that they're on the side. But yeah, it was these 3 guys, right? Paid them off. Retrieved. Let's get our stuff. So provision, shell, wood, shell, brick, shell. Maybe we should have tucked a person generator. Because we are not generating people fast enough. Anyway, so then this 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 more here. Then we have a labor. That's not a labor. Shell. That's all the shells. Provision, then provision, and any color. Who do we need? Looks like blue is in demand coming up. We get a blue here, but no others. So let's grab a blue. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the canal or the water, even though next turn it's going to move forward. We are ahead of it, so it can flow out that way. So what do we do then? We gotta fight. We have to fight. Which ones can we not bribe? This blue guy's not looking great because we need a lot of blue to defeat them. But speaking of blue, let's go ahead and discard her for blue. I don't need resources, so... Oh, this guy maybe white-yellow. Because I've got... My town is so big. I can afford to lose a few people. I mean, we can't pass up on 4 provisions, though, so I'll take those for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our pile of stuff is amazing. Okay. Let's hold on to this guy and think about it. I've got red, red, blue, or I've got blue, blue, red. This one gives me a worker, but takes an extra provision. That's not horrible. This is the only one that gives me a worker. You give me a worker. And then I get a worker here. Or a fighter. An army person. Oh, yeah. A non-laborer. So... even though you're more expensive, you give me a worker and you cost a worker to bribe, so I'm going to kill you first. So blue, blue, red, and 2 provisions. Takes out this girl. Before I do that, I need to spend shells on something because I don't have any shells. So 2 shells on a provision. Okay, and then the reward for her is labor and shell. Okay. You're gone. Okay. All we have is a red worker, though. That's tough. We get a second one here and a third one there. We're going to have to do that. Who do we want to kill? Has to be somebody that needs red. I think you might be the better option. What do we do with with all these shells and provisions? Like, we have so many. But yeah, so we'll put this labor here to get a yellow. And then this labor with a provision becomes yellow. Okay, and now we have all we need for that, but we need to spend at least 2 shells on something. So I'll spend 2 shells to get a provision and then defeat her, which gives me 3 shells. Boom, boom, boom. So much money, so much money. Not enough workers. We should have tucked a worker card. I'm realizing the error in my ways for not doing that. So we only have 2 left, so we cannot defeat another barbarian. And we cannot build the canal. So both of these will just go here and here to get me a provision and a brick. Then this is a labor. Oh, we could have done. Hold on, let me take this one back. Let's dismiss him to get a white and yellow. And now we do have 3. And again, this one we can't bribe, so he's probably good to take out. So we're going to do white, white, provision, provision to get 2 riders. And then we're going to use 2 shells to get a provision, just for the heck of it. Black, black, yellow, 3 provisions. Takes out this dude, which is 2 shells and a brick. All right, we took out 3 barbarians that round. That was good. They're going to get less barbarians. All right, and then we'll just recruit you and pay provision to recruit you. I'm happy with that. The only thing we didn't get is a meeple to get that, but I think we're okay with there. It does mean that we are going to be very meeple starved next round. Hopefully all the guys in my town give meeples. Okay, that's the end then. Do I want to do anything else? Not really. I'm going to have to spend these. What do we spend them on? Provisions. So 1, 2, let's get 3 provisions for 6 shells, just so we have a good supply over there. And let's return the barge, suffer attacks. So 2 shells and a wood to bribe them. We only need 2, so they're going to shift down, actually. Good, no more story dudes. Didn't like the story dude. There's our new townsfolk, and we go into harvest phase. So, provision shell, a wood shell, and brick shell. 4 cards. Here's 1. Move the water. And shuffle. Yeah, so now I'm in a conundrum. Do I keep just playing this game of taking care of barbarians over and over again, or do I just build this right now, right? So I don't need to for at least like 4 turns. Whoops. Come back. Oh, I don't know. Meeples, meeples, come on. Ugh, bad draw. Okay, I think we will be building the canal if we can. We'll see. That was our 4 cards. Labor, shell, provision. Okay. Then, provision. And what color worker do we want? We can get black. That is it. And maybe yellow. And then 3 wilds. It looks like blue is still in demand. So we'll take a blue. And that is all of my income. Okay, this round. If we build, we're going to get 3 barbarians next time. which would kill us. So if we build, we have to kill a barbarian. 3 laborers just to do that thing. Oh, but then we unlock 4 shells equals a laborer. So I think we would be okay. We could probably kill at least 1, maybe 2 barbarians. Our draw was just poor. Like brick, like wood. I'm tempted to just get rid of them. But will they ever come back? How's our deck? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 3 turns in there, plus this one. But if we did this, we could unlock another farm, and we could get 2 more tuck spots. This one has draw card, and this one has get 2 shells. Am I supposed to know that? I think I'm allowed to know that. Just not what's on the back of these cards. Stop. That's the other thing, is if I do build this, I lose 2 cards. So I'll have to watch out for that. I could just build both of these. Or do we need to get at least 1 outpost out there? I need a blue. So 1 outpost, 1 place. And what would we tuck? Blue workers? Or the draw card one? I think we'd get tuck the blue worker lady. Which means that's 1 less worker we have for this round. 1, 2. Where would we get another one? Here? No, we couldn't, because we'd have to put somewhere to get someone. Oh, we get that. Okay, I think we're all right. Let's try it. We're going to build the canal. 3 laborers. 2 shells. Reward, brick, wood. 2 people die. We lost the brick lady and a blue lady. And nothing there. That's out of the game. So 3 barbarians now. But we do have slots, and when we build there, we get workers. So that's pretty good. Oh no. Okay. How am I gonna get this white labor? I forgot these take laborers. All of them do. 4 shells? Do I need shells for anything? I had so many shells just moments ago, and now I'm poor. I know I want the black worker for you. So we've got black-blue, which looks like we're going to be killing this one. This one's the one we want to take out, though, because she takes a red bribe. So... oh, but we're going to get a black and a red. Neither of those help us take her out. Oh, I guess the red to bribe her? I don't want to bribe her that way. We get the black to go here and turn it into a blue or yellow. That's what we do. Okay. So, she's tuckable, so we're not getting that one. This white, plus 3 bricks, plus a wood, builds me this hut here to get the red meeple. Is it a story? It is a story. Story 11. While walking among the workers today, I spoke with a forester who had the most wonderful ideas about ways of using the trees we fell as we dig. This will surely make our work easier as we move down the river. Find the constructed hut, or file the constructed hut in the history, and find card 40 and file it under the box Huts and Canals for future games. So 40 is going to be added to our Huts and Canals. Wait, is that right? Oh, okay. It's just another one of those. Okay. Sure. Sounds great. Now we have a tuck spot and we can draw a card. So we're tucking this girl for later. And I think, so we're taking the black here to get a yellow. And then the red here to draw a card and hope it's a yellow. It's provisions. I hate you. Okay. We do have a yellow up there, so we'll get that. So one provision, dismiss this girl for a yellow. Okay, now 3 provisions, yellow, yellow, blue. She dies 2 shells, 1 wood. Okay, so we are now safe. We're not going to die. But we should try and figure out a way to get another worker or another barbarian killed. I don't know if that's going to happen because we can get 1 worker here, worker here maybe. And then have to do some changing. I mean, I've got so much wood, I could bribe these guys till the cows come home, so let's leave them in there. And let's work on this dude. So, provision, dismiss for a white. Dismiss and dismiss for 2 wood. That's all the wood. White and a black. Okay, 2 provisions. And now, how do we get these into blue? The best way would be to build this one. So, I need 1 more white meeple, which means I need shells. Okay. I can get 1 there. Okay, what if instead of discard this guy, we did that? We just sacrificed 3 people. Okay, I'm panicking. Oh, I didn't need to do that because I get a black when I build this. But that doesn't help me. I'd still have to change him blue. No, but I don't need to. Okay. Redo the redo. Or redo the undo. Okay, we're good. So, building one of these guys. Labor, brick, 3 woods. Build the blue hut, or the blue outpost, and get a black guy. Rider. Oh, that doesn't work. I can't change black people into other colors. I can't change riders into other classes. Jeez, guys, come on. So these guys, this is a blue, but these guys are still black. So I do need to get rid of that guy after all. Okay. Oh well. So now these 2 are blue, and that one. So we have 2 spearmen, 1 rider to take you out with 2 provisions. Man, that was a complicated one. 3 shells as reward. You are free. We've taken too many out. We need to hire. And then we've got our bribes are a little bit cheaper now. Just 2 shells and a wood. I'm fine with that. So we should probably place you somewhere. Let's get just a shell. The shells are starting to become important because we're going to spend 4 shells now to get a labor. Use the labor to get a provision. Okay, that was a fun round. Lots happened. Let's suffer attacks. So, bribing you 2. Please don't hurt me. And we need to make room for 3 barbarians. Oh, it's a story girl. Okay, and then 2 of them are taking out workers. Okay, and then 2 cards here. Cool. And let's go into harvest. Oh, this should have come back already. So all of these dudes come back, which is good. We need black, black, red for those 3. Let's do our harvest. So provision shell, wood shell, brick shell. I need a way to trade bricks into stuff. What does this give me? Just shells. Oh, this is brick or wood into a shell at the very end of the game. So that was all this. I do need the blue worker. Don't forget that. Whole reason we built early. And then over here, 4 cards. Look at that. We got a blue worker, yellow worker, blue worker. Yay. Oh, a double blue worker. He's nice. Because blues are whites and whites are blues. So that was the 4 workers. Yep. Labor, shell, provision. And then up here, provision. And what color do we want to grab? We could do, oh yeah, blues or whites, so we don't really need to get more blues. Black, black, red, and then we've got triple blue. So maybe we should get like a yellow. So we do this girl. Got lots of blues. Oh, that's a yellow. Blue, blue, yellow. We've got enough for that, right? Just these 3 cards. So what about red, red, black man over here? I don't want to kill this girl. Like, I'll just pay her the labor forever. I'm not reading your story, girl. You will be a zombie after that other guy. Maybe she's Mulan, and she's just going to defeat me. Oh, she'd be working for the wrong team. Oh, gosh, that was a good joke. Anyway, because she cross-dressed. Anyway, let's move on from that. Black, black, red. I don't know, because we haven't unlocked, now the outposts are coming into play. I think I want to do red, red, black to take that guy out, because he's taking a yellow worker every time. So let's take a red. Okay, so let's set up our attacks here. We've got red, red, black, 3 provisions up there. Mr. Brick Dude, we're just going to bribe. Mr. Wood Girl, we can attack. So then we would need, we really need, yeah. Should we just get the blue, yellow, blue? Let's do that. So this is blue, yellow, blue, which is all that, plus 2 provisions. Takes her out. Gives me a shell and a card. Okay, and another black. That was good. Okay. So let's wait on him because I don't know if I need the white, but I definitely don't need the brick. But for her, let's go ahead and get the rider in the sky. We're ahead of the flood. We don't need to build a canal. And look at how expensive it is now, though. Wow. Can bribe you. I don't want to do you because you're a story. I can bribe you, so I should kill this guy. Red, red, black, 3 provisions. Labor and shell. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a labor here to draw a card. Not bad. Labor here to get a red. And then I need to get a red, and I need a provision to do this guy. So I think we're going to dismiss you to get the red worker. And now we've got red, red, blue, plus a provision. take out this dude. Shell, brick. Okay. Provision here. Shell, right? Because we don't need bricks or what? Yeah. And what else? Oh, what I want to do with these people? I think I'll get the brick, the clay, just to put you back in there, just so I have people and the 2 provisions. I'm not in a hurry to recruit this guy. I don't think he's worth a provision because I don't really need a brick maker in my deck. So we'll go ahead and just lay him slide. So that's the end of the round. Yep. So suffer tax. Oh, labor. Maybe I did this. There we go. Suffer labor. Suffer the. Or should we just lose a card? Because it's really bad to lose these people. I think we have room to lose a card. Okay, I'm going to keep the how it was. So brick for him and lose a person for that. Okay, we need to add 3. Make room for 3. These need to be shuffled. Oh, did that, the one that takes 3 workers of any kind to build, she came back, didn't she? She was in this pile. Oh, goodness. Okay. Easy bribe, easy bribe, easy bribe. Probably want to work on those 2 next. Okay. You come here. You go there. Okay. Fun times right now. Let's go into harvest. I'm going to run out of shells, so what do we do with shells? We pay 4 to 1. Okay. Shell provision. Wood shell. Brick shell. And blue worker. Okay. 4 cards. That's a lot of workers, or people there. That's great. Labor, shell, provision, and provision, and any color. What would we like? We were focusing on red, red, black, or yellow, yellow, blue. So I think I need yellow, yellow, blue. So let's get a yellow. Alrighty, fun times. We got the outpost for the blue, and now we only need 1 blue. Like, really? Come on, game. So we're about to advance the flood next round, and we have 12 cards. So I am already seeing that I'm just going to get workers for these. So red, black, yellow. Good. Okay. Done. Yeah. So I have to think, putting people in my deck is nice, but putting people that don't have a worker in there, they can't provide me a worker, might be a liability at this point. But let's go ahead and move forth with our plan. So yellow, yellow, blue, 2 provisions. Gives me 2 shells and a wood. I need to buy another worker here. 2 shells and a wood. Okay. Then I've got a lot of blacks. Maybe I should have unlocked black there. Black, black, red. That lets me draw a card, which would advance the river right now, which is not good because I need that card. Well, I can. I can put this in it first. So that goes there. And then black, black, red. Whoops. 2 provisions. Kills you for a shell and a card. All right, I must do this, so this advances. And I'm going to have to build in the next 3 turns. So that was for drawing there. I got another blue worker, which I shall take. And now we're at 3 barbarians, so we add 3, we'd be set at 6. Oh, and remember, this is another free build if we want, because it doesn't make us add more barbarians. We should probably do that while we can, which we can actually do right now. It just means I would have 6 barbarians next round and have to kill 3 of them. But I'd have more build slots, so I could get probably these 2 built. Could I get those 2 built? Yeah, I could get those 2 built. I'm going to do it. I don't know the timing of this game yet. Like, is it good to go? Well, okay, I know it's good to slow down, but it seems like we've gone too slow because we just have a pile of resources. And I know that's my fault for sticking all these resource gen cards under here. I think you need a better mix of ones that give you workers and ones that give you resources. So learn that for the next game. So we built this, so barge goes over there. We lose 2 people. Oh, that was a worker, dude. Oh no, those were bad people to lose. And we read 44. "44 says, a commotion drew our attention over to the river today. Shouts and crashing sounds bellowed from the forest. As we watched and listened, a resounding roar echoed out through the valley. My people flinched back from the shore, even though we were across the surging waters. A second yell preceded a figure breaking from the tree line and running for the river. It was a short-lived attempt at escape. For moments later, the source of his dismay came crashing from the forest. Oh gosh. A huge bear, blue and brown in the fading light, arrows protruding from its fur. The man was running as if spurred on by his ancestors, but the bear was faster. I am not sure what the barbarians did to anger the creature, but it was clearly there's barbarians. Clearly unhappy about it. Once we are sure the animal is gone, we will send some men to bury what is left of the man. No one should be left like that. Okay. File the constructed canal card in history. So that was this one. It's gone. Okay. Find card 54 in the story deck. All right. And do what with it? File into the box under huts and canals. Okay. So that's just a new hut and canal to build later. Discard the leftmost barbarian card from the board if possible without gaining its reward. Goodbye, lady. No story for you. That was brilliant. That couldn't have gone any better. I am so glad we did that. We should just build the next one too. Can we? If we build this one, we'd add 4 barbarians, and there's only 2, so that would be 6. What's stopping us? Because we have to survive to... Oh, because we can't build 2 in 1 round. Ah, that's what's stopping us. Dang it, I could have won the game. Shoot. Okay. So, let's... We have 2 things to build. Let's build. So, labor, brick. Oh, I have no cards. How am I going to go? Oh, I can draw a card. Okay. We're just going to go for luck of the draw. Labor, brick, wood. There we go. Build a hut. Let's get the blue info. Okay, and that does this. Story. Of course. Story number 1. The promised workers arrived in the morning. Among them was a young man, skilled and honorable in his trade. He had settled into the camp, and he will be valuable in the work ahead. Fill this constructed card into history. Then, find card 10 and add it to your hand. Oh, how did we get all the bad ones at the beginning, and now we're getting all the good ones? Card 10. So we found a woodsman. He can give me wood. Oh, you can dismount him. He can work as any kind of dude too. And he's tucking. Oh no. Okay, I will first do this to draw a card. Unless okay. No, it will be this dude. Alright. Tucking him. He will be very valuable, as the story just told me, right? Because now he's a yellow worker every round. Although it might be like 1 or 2 rounds, but that's okay. So we have this dude, so we get blues. Blues are equal to whites at this point. So do we get the farm where we get more laborers every time? Or do we build so that blues are like yellows? Blues and whites and yellows are all together. I think that's a better option at this point. Because we need a yellow there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so it's going to be a labor, a brick, and 3 wood. It's a good thing we had a lot of resources. We ended up spending most of them. To do the red, do there, that gives us a yellow. Okay. So now red, white, and blue, America, are all equal. It's pretty good. Sounds like America. Alrighty. Do we got bribes taken care of? Yeah, we do. Brick and wood. Bribes are covered. What about recruitment, dudes? You're free, so we will recruit you. And provision, sounds like you're coming with us as well. Welcome to the team. Alright, then we've just got options here where we should probably go... You become a yellow. Then you get shells. You get a shell. And you get a provision. Excuse me. Alright, and then this guy, we'll just get 1 blue for now. Okay, end of the round. I think we're good. So, return the barge. And so we only need to build 1 more level of the canal, and anytime we have only 2 barbarians, we'll do that. We can't build it until there are only 2 left. And hopefully the story doesn't screw us. That card that we just got, it would have been better if it was here. Well, I don't know. It's tough because it got us to 2 without spending workers. It's tough to get all 4 of these workers and enough to kill that many barbarians. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Suffer attacks, so we'll bribe these 2. We need to make room for 3 more. We need to kill 3 barbarians and have 4 more workers left. Which is 9, 13 workers, basically, to win the game. We'll see if we can get there. And a lot of provisions. And the right colors as well. But, so, let's get all our stuff. So these guys all come back. Nice. Then we get, let's do this stuff first. So, provision shell. I'm going to run out of shells, so let's do the 4-to-1 trade again. Wood shell. Brick shell. Blue and yellow. We might be able to do this, guys. I think we got this. Depends what our 4 cards are. Good. Good. Not so great. Well, maybe good. You're not the greatest. Okay, it's all right. That was our 4 cards. We need labor, shell, provision. Provision. And any color worker. We're going to need black. We got quite a few yellows. Well, let's think about it. We need to kill 3 of these dudes and have a yellow-red. So I'm going to probably kill the 3 cheapest, which we need 5 yellow, and then red's wild. That doesn't matter, but we do need a black, and we need 2 yellows. There's 1 yellow, there's 1 black, so we grab a yellow. Easy. Easy game. Okay, let's win this right here. So, first thing we want to do, I was going to say build the canal, right? But I don't think we want to. We got to make sure we can get these guys out. I'm just worried about this story right here, and the story might be good. It might kill another barbarian, who knows? Or it might, all my workers die. So the first thing we'll do is get black and yellow. And I don't have to worry about people anymore, right? We just have to have enough to kill 2 of them. And we've got plenty. So these guys are getting dismissed. So black, yellow, draw a card, and provision. Okay. Then these 2 will get dismissed. I'm not going to finish this game with anything. So 6 provisions. I don't think there's even enough. So hold on. Let's keep you for around just for a minute. Just get 3 provisions. Oh, we don't even have 3 provisions. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let's kill some barbarians then. So we need to save a white, white, yellow. That's technically a red. Okay. So let's do this yellow, yellow, black girl because she lets me draw a card. 2 provisions, yellow, yellow, black. You're out. I get a shell. Oh, shell from the supply and draw a card. Then we've got yellow, yellow, red, because blue can be red, and 2 provisions. I need to spend some shells first, so we'll do the 4-to-1 trade again. So again, yeah, blue, blue, well, yellow, yellow, red with 2 provisions. Gets me 3 shells. Okay, then I just need to kill 1 more barbarian. So as long, oh yeah, these are all wild. So this is white, white, red. Let's do some shells again. Is there anything I should be buying shells with? Maybe provisions. So let's do 2 shells for provision. Okay, so this dude is red, red, yellow. We do have to get a yellow somehow. Where do we get a yellow? Probably this one. So you become a yellow. And now we've got yellow, red, red, because they're wild. And 1 provision. Kills this dude. Gets 3 shells. 1, 2, 3. And we have all this stuff that we don't need. Wow, can we just go for a wipe the board victory? Like, I'm thinking about it. So you're going away for 2 riders. No, I don't know if I need this rider, because he can't change. Let's put him here to draw color. Or another guy. Do we have the provisions now? Yeah, so 6 provisions. So stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to kill 1 more just for the heck of it. I need these. Got the black. How do I get 2 blues? Dismiss you for a white. Oh, whites are blues. That's there. It's right there. Okay, we're good. White, white, black. 3 provisions. Kills you for 3 shells. I'll spend 2 shells to get a provision so that I can then get the 3 shell reward. I can almost kill the last one, but let's just go ahead and do this now. This story is going to be horrible if it's not, because I have to survive to the end. But there's those things, plus the 3 shells. Moves the barge off, takes this card. I have to kill 2 people, so here's 1. Then I've got to shuffle, so that moves the water. I'm going to spend these 2 dudes before I shuffle. So brick and shell that, because that gives me more in this pile just in case. Maybe I should recruit her too. Yeah, we'll just do it, just to recruit her too. Have as many people in this pile as possible. I like these cards, but they are a little, the linen finish, like sometimes they grab on each other. So we killed one, now we have to kill a second. Okay. That was this. Now we're reading story 5. And all that I have to deal with in this grand task, I never thought that I would be flooding homes myself. Early this morning, we released water into canal we had been digging. It was a sight to see, the water being sent on a course that we intended, a beast tamed. It has happened many times now, and every time it brings me joy, and a new sense of hope that we can achieve what my father could not. This morning, however, brought not only the divine sense of his accomplishment, but also a man, a hermit from the look of him. It seems that in the course of diverting the floodwaters, we have sent the river into his home and destroyed it. Thankfully, he was not home at the time and is thus able to stand before us, but he's failing to see the benefit of this without a home to go back to. Perhaps I will talk to him about joining our camp. The tools he carries look well used, but I'm sure his strength will be better used than berating poor Bo Yi. File the completed canal card in history. Find card 4 in the story deck and add it to huts and canals. Okay. Then find card 5 and put it face up in your exhausted pile. Oh, there's the old man. There's the hermit. Sorry, hermit. Didn't mean to ruin your house. Okay, I've got so much stuff. It is crazy. Like, this is ridiculous how much we finished the game with. So, I need 2 shells to bribe. Maybe. 4 shells gives me a white worker. White worker, brick, makes a farm. Let me put these away in the right place first. Draw a card from here into my hand. That's in my hand. Dismiss it for 2 black workers. Oh, if only these were wild. I don't think I can switch them in anything. But we can get 2 shells and a provision. Nice. I'm just seeing what else I can do. I want to be able to kill this dude. 4 and 4. So I can get 2 more white workers and change them into whatever color, but I can't get that last worker. All right, there's nothing I can do here. No other trades. So, okay, well, 2 provisions, 2 shells. We would draw a card from here. I mean, it might as well. 2 provisions, 2 shells. Draw a card. Ah, it's all provisions. All right, you go away. 3 provisions. And then we do 2 provisions, 2 shells. Draw a card. Ah, it's just 1 worker. Fine, we'll take you though. We got 1. 2 provisions, 2 shells. Take a card off the thing into my hand. Yeah, oh, so close. I need reds and blues, so I need whites or anything really. But blues are good, so 2 blues. Do I risk it? Risk it for the biscuit. We can do it. 2 provisions, 2 shells. Come on. That'll work. 2 provisions and a white. All right, red and blues equals whites, so kill these 3 provisions. That dude's dead. Shell, brick. How do you like that, guys? That is how you play this game. Let's do it. All right, we survived to the end of the round because all that happens is this goes back and there are 4 barbarians that come back. And that's not 7. So we're good. We win the game. Let's draw a winner's victory card. And here we go. Read 46. Gonna make the game harder. Beautiful Tashanshi. What a year it has been. Each new day I get to witness my people working hard to make our land greater and protect it from the damages these floods caused. They put everything they have into this great work, and I'm so proud that with all we have achieved, yet there is much more to be done. The floods continue to surge across the land, and this beast of water seems to grow stronger and stronger. Unfortunately, it is not only my people that are working hard. Every day I send out scouts to keep an eye on the barbarians. Most days the reports are the same. More people have become unhappy with the Emperor and rebel against his works by joining the barbarians. It is concerning, but not surprising. Today, however, brought grave news. It seems craftsmen of renown have been defecting and are putting their talents to making better equipment for the leaders of these bands of outlaws. The scouts report of new armor and weapons of great quality. I will have to shore up my own men if we are to prevail in the coming year. Think of me often as I think of you, my darling, for I am entering a dragon's pool and a tiger's den. File the revealed victory card in the history. Find cards 20 through to 26 in the story deck. '23, '24, '25, '26. These are all new barbarians. Shuffle in the barbarian draw pile for future games. These barbarians deal 2 damage each and cannot be bribed. Oh man, that might have been a bad victory condition. We know all the victory conditions are bad, right? They make it harder. That was a great game. I think we timed it good. We got lucky with the reward here. It took an extra barbarian. It made it easier for that round, although we smoked it. I think we didn't finish with too many extra resources, but we kind of built more than we needed to. So I will be tucking a dude generator earlier on, I think. And maybe go for this provision farm first. I don't know. I think that game went so well. I must have screwed up. Guys, if I didn't make any goofs or anything, please put them in the comments below and include timestamps. If you like that we destroyed the barbarians in this game, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll move on to scenario, or I don't know what it is, campaign game 2 in the next video. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.